What's up, guys? Welcome to Ramble 87. I just got a hard clue. We're doing a hider task. I did complete all of the next tasks. They were very easy. I did struggle a little bit with the duos. I was just asking people on my friends list to go do some duos. It was just a lot of failures initially, but we got it done. Shout out Rostaman. And then, of course, all the other tasks, basically, as soon as you do the duo, all the other tasks can be completed just in those free-for-all masses. I just went to 302 and I got 9 tasks done in basically 2 kills. It could have been done in 1 kill. So, anyway, if you guys are looking to get your Zook helm back or whatever helm you're looking for back, it's really, really easy. So, don't get stressed out about it. Let's go do this hard clue. So, there's a few things I want to talk about today. And I promised on Twitter that I would talk about the Osmumten's Fang and show like DPS calcs of how bad it really is. But I actually was so busy this morning that I never got and gathered up a bunch of DPS calcs from other people, because I am just not one of those people that just goes and calcs everything. I just take from others and then I share it. So yeah, I didn't take any calcs, but all I can say is the Osmumten's Fang is not good enough. It is severely lacking in DPS. It's worse than a Zammy Spear. And so let me just pull this up actually while I do this. So the Tombs of a Mascot rewards, when I come down to Osmumten's Fang, you're seeing right here that it has 150 stab and 115 melee strength. Now, this looks great. And I've already talked about this on the streams. If you're in the stream, you kind of know what I'm about to say. But basically, the reason this is bad is because it's a 5-tick weapon. That's the reason it's so bad. And you might think, oh, well, just divide these stats by, or just multiply these stats by 0.8. And, then it'll make it a 4-tick weapon. But you're wrong, because you have to also keep in mind that there is melee strength gear, and with a 5-tick weapon, Piety is only being activated every 5 ticks. And so is your Divine Super Combat is only being activated every 5 ticks. Whereas a Rapier or any other 4-tick weapon, you are literally getting all of those strength enhancements every 4 ticks. So you can't just multiply this by 0.8. And that was a mistake I made. And I'm imagining that's the mistake that Jagex has made in basically saying that this is as good as a Rapier. They literally say it excels against monsters with a high defense, but like it's already, wait, what do they say? Am I missing it? Oh, yeah. They said, we expect its damage per second output to be comparable to Rapier tier weapons on opponents with low defense. That is a complete lie. So on top of them just messing up the calcs, they're also just lying. And again, it's not malicious. They're just totally like ill-informed on this whole thing. Like, it's just bad. It's a bad weapon. And anyway, so I was gonna pull up some calcs. If somebody in the comments wants to pull up a calc, like an Imgur or something, down in the comments, feel free. I just kind of made the ramble on a whim. So all I'm saying is something needs to be done. And I have a suggestion. There's a lot of suggestions floating around, by the way, for what could be done. I personally love the idea of an accurate weapon, or just another best in slot weapon. I think that's awesome for Raids 3. I think it totally fits, and it's a cool thing to do. So my preference is that you turn the Osmumten's Fang into a 3-tick weapon. Now, of course, you can't keep these stats. The stats would be significantly reduced if it's a 3-tick weapon, but I really do think if we can find a balanced number, a 3-tick weapon would just be so much fun to use, especially if it's like best in slot. Just a really fun weapon to use, because if you've ever used a ham joint or something at Nilo's or anything else, it just seems so fast-paced. Of course, you're not hitting large hit splats, but, I mean, it would be best in slot. And the other cool thing is it encourages, or I shouldn't say encourages, it benefits those that are really good at the game and are really quick with switches. It benefits those that like don't lose ticks, because with a 3-tick weapon, similar with a blowpipe and any super fast weapon, if you lose ticks, I mean, it like exponentially worsens your DPS the more ticks you lose. Whereas like with a big weapon, if you're using an Elder Maul, for example, and you lost 1 tick, it's not that big of a deal. But if you were shooting with a blowpipe and you kept losing 1 tick every attack, then that's horrible, you know? So, cool thing, and I know, I think I may have mentioned it, I don't know, in the last Ramble or on my stream, but something along the lines of, like, uh, you know, you're killing necks, and you're doing, like, a range switch into a melee switch consistently. And when you only have a 3-tick window to do an 8-way switch or something, that's going to be it's going to be tough to not lose any ticks, and so it's going to benefit those that are going to sweat, you know, and I think that's just a really fun weapon to use. 3-tick weapons are awesome, and there's no 3-tick weapon right now that's best in slot. So, of course, you know, a 5-tick weapon's totally cool. I have nothing against it. I personally just think a 3-tick would be a lot more fun. And but yeah, if you're going to keep the 5-tick weapon, the whole thing, these stats need to be upped big time. Or there needs to be some crazy special effect or special attack. Like the special attack right now, like to make this weapon good, you'd need to buff the stats a little bit, and also, you know, maybe make the special attack energy cost a lot less or something. Anyway, just my 2 cents. I think it would be cool if it was a 3-tick weapon, but it is cool that they're trying to make it good for Corp. Again, right now, it is not better than a Zammy Spear. So, but in a perfect world, when they get this all balanced, it'll be really cool. Now, let's talk about loot keys. So, I was very happy to hear that they're coming out with loot keys, and the main reason is first of all, I think it's cool because I think a lot of PKers have been wanting this, so I'm glad that they get this now. But the other cool thing about loot keys is now it lets Iron Men be able to PK and delete other people's loot. And that might sound toxic or whatnot, but at least it's giving you some sort of incentive to kill your enemy that's attacking you in the wilderness. You killing them now will mean they lose their shit, rather than it being no risk to them, where even if they did die to an Iron Man, they could just go back and reclaim all their shit. So I think it's a really good update. So if you're an Iron Man and you're doing wilderness content, and you know, you may, I mean, it's not like Iron Man actively go PK, but if you think that maybe one day you're going to get a kill or something, you definitely activate loot keys, and then you can choose for them to be deleted. Now, let me just show you where that is. So, there we go. Iron players will be able to unlock loot keys, but please note that they will only have the option to destroy the contents of the key entirely. So, pretty cool. I think we have to go to, because I haven't even updated this. It's somebody in the Enclave you have to talk to. Anyway, Scully is his name, I think. Anyway, so if Iron Man out there, if you want to update this, feel free. And yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Again, I will go more deep into Raids 3 rewards right now. I'm just not going to do it because I feel like there's going to be some updates. I did misspeak, unfortunately, on the Raids blog, and I guess I'll just correct myself right now. The Heka of Tumakin, these little abilities on the different spell books are only activating on the 4th attack, so like the big attack. So when I was saying, oh my god, can you imagine being able to 2-tick an area of effect attack? That's not the case. It's every 4 attacks you'll be able to do it, so every 10 ticks. So not amazing. It kind of lessened my excitement for the item, and that may have just been caused by me getting overexcited by how powerful I thought these effects were going to be. So like it's still a fantastic weapon. Even if it didn't have these things, it's still a fantastic weapon. But to me, I'll be honest, it kind of lost the wow factor a little bit, simply because I was under the impression this was going to be happening all the time, which may be a bit too OP, but I still think it would just be a super, super, super fun weapon to use if these were to be activated every single hit. Anyway, I'm not like too bothered by it, but again, it's just kind of lost the wow factor for me. But the armor is insane. The Masori armor is insane. Very happy that they're just going down the simple route of just buffing it, but they're also making it so it's an attachment to Armadillo, which is fantastic. So I'm cool with it. Hona, if you guys know Hona, she will be on the Sebe cast later today. So I'm very much looking forward to that. That should be premiering tonight, most likely. If not, it'll be in the morning on Thursday. But I have a feeling it'll be tonight. And yeah, so next week we'll be having Lelador on the cast, and then the week following, the second week of March, we'll be having Verf on the cast. So big lineup. I know I've just been mentioning these names a lot, but I'm just trying to build some hype around it because I think they're just going to be great conversations. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. Let me know down in the comments if something's changing with Raids 3, if you have a calc to show for the Osmumten's Fang, how bad it is, so people can know. Again, I will come out with a more detailed Raids 3 insights, but it'll be after I hear some new updates on Twitter or something, if they're making any changes. So it might be a few days from now or maybe a week. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to the Poll 76. Oh, if you guys didn't know, all of Poll 76 passed. So the closest one to failing, as you can see, they're all green. The closest one to failing was actually the KC tasks for, where is that? For the combat achievements. So that actually did pass. So some will be reduced. I'm not exactly sure which. Anyway, I guess let's open this casket while I'm on the ramble, just before I end, because, it's kind of blue balling you if I'm doing a clue and then I don't open it. So I think this should be the last step. Maybe. Might have one more after this. Anyway, guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys have been up to. Oh, I keep thinking of shit as soon as I'm trying to end. Last thing before I open the casket. I did not get the Champion's Cape yet. I'm actually dry on the Yogers. I was calling them Jogers. I think the correct pronunciation is Yogers. I'll just call them Yogurts or Jogres. Anyway, we're dry on this. We're about 11,000 kills in almost. And Imp, I'm already dry on it, but we'll get it. But I'm waiting for the stream. So if you guys want to see me get my Champion's Cape, it will be done on stream on Thursday. So be there. And let's open this clue. Never lucky. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Hope to see you all at the premiere of the Sebe cast tonight. And yeah, peace.